Hi everyone, welcome to the session. In our today's session, we'll start with performance tuning. Okay, performance tuning in IICS. See, whenever we are going for any performance tuning, so in IICS, yes, we do not have much performance tuning here. The transformation level, for an example, if you are facing any issues on the transformation level, then you have to enable the. So previous to this aggregator, say for an example, if you are facing any issues on the aggregator, previous to the aggregator, you have to enable the sorter. So that is what we will normally follow. Yeah, just a second, sorry. Okay, it is related to same like Informatica, but Informatica we do have a lot of different performance tuning, but here we do not have more performance tuning. Only we have partitioning and push-down optimization. Okay, so partitioning also is very limited here, and whenever if it is running, okay, so if you are going for you are creating a mapping or you are creating a mapping task or you are creating a task flow, so it is taking longer time to complete. Okay, it is taking longer time to complete. Then you have to identify the way to improve the performance, right? So we can go for, okay, different ways we can do. First, we have to analyze the session log. So you have to download the session log. We have to go for, so where is the bottleneck? So you'll be having all the load summary. In the load summary, you'll be having three different threads, right? So for an example, this is my source and this is my target. We are reading the data from the source and writing to the target. Source might be a table or flat file. Target might be a flat file or table. So anything. So you can have a different source and target. So if you have source here and we are doing it while Informatica is running, it will read the data from source, right? So it will read the data. So you'll be having a reader thread will read the data. So you'll be having three different threads will be running. If you download any session log, you can able to find, and this will be your writer thread. So you'll be having a reader thread, transformation thread, and writer thread. Okay, so this is what three different threads will be running. So based on the threads, we have to check where is the bottleneck and we have to go for the performance tuning. So here we have IICS. We are bringing the IICS here, and while reading the data from source, if you are facing the bottleneck, okay, you'll be seeing the busy percentage. In the session log, you'll be seeing the load summary. Okay, at the end, we will be having a load summary. In the load summary, we'll be having two different statistics. One will be your busy percentage. The other will be the idle time. Okay. So if busy percentage is more, say for an example, reader is reading the data from source. The reader, it is taking longer time. That means it's a busy percentage is 100% on any of the side. Okay, so it might be on the source side or transformation side or the writer side, target side. If it is 100% busy, then completely blocked. Okay, it is all the resources are being utilized for reading the data. So that particular time, the writer thread will be waiting for the data. So it will be idle for a long time. Okay, so if it is more than particular timeout period, you might be getting timeout based commit error. Okay, so this kind of error you'll be getting it. So if we are getting this kind of error, that means we are facing some performance issue. It might be on the source side, transformation side, or target side. So busy percentage. If 100% busy on the reader thread, it will not be 0% idle. So it is like completely busy, 0% idle, right? Yes, it will be completely busy here. And this one, if 100% reader is 100% busy, then writer is 0% busy. It is idle 100%. Right. So if you are facing any more than 50%, you are seeing any busy percentage is more than 50%. So that means there is a bottleneck on the source side, transformation side, or on the target side. Okay. So based on the databases, we have to decide. Okay. So if you are using any databases here, say for an example, if it is any RDBMS database, okay, so relational database management system, then we have to go for different methods. While reading the data, we have to check the SQL query here. So what is SQL query we are running? So based on the SQL queries, we have to explain plan. Okay, so we have to run the explain plan, and then we have to check why it is taking longer time, whether the index it's going for full table scan. So all this we have to check whether we have to do a collect stats on the source side. So database level, the performance tuning, yes, we have to do. The same way if it is on the cloud, yes, based on the connectors. Okay, so different connectors we have, right? So different connectors we might be facing issues. So based on the connectors on the cloud or any other connectors, we have to check what is the performance issue here. So all this we have to check. And then we have to read the data and we have to write the data to here. The same way while writing, we have to check whether the writer, we have the indexes are available. If indexes are available, then we have to go for, if writer has indexes, then the write operation will be very slow, right? So normally we'll go for, instead of bulk load, we'll go for normal load. So if you're going for normal load, it will take more time. So we can disable the index or drop the index, load the data. Once the data has been loaded, we can do the enable the index or create the index. So that's what normally we'll go for, right? See, these are all like database level we will go for. So whether we are doing the collect stats, or we might be doing the hints on the source side, what is Oracle or Teradata or another database. So database level, we have to check what is the performance issue. And then we have to solve it. So even you can go for partitioning. So you can create table level partitioning. If you have any transaction tables, yes, definitely there will be a partitions on the source table. Based on the partitions, we have to read the data. Okay, so those things we have to take care on the database level. Okay, so but on Informatica level, we do have two different methods in the IICS. One is push down automation. So both are licensed properties. You remember in Informatica Power Center, very some companies only will have this push down automation. Okay, but partitioning, yes, most of the companies will have, but PDO license, yes, most of them will not have. So only few companies will have the push down automation. Based on that, we can enable. So first we will see the push down automation. Here we can do, even it is a trial account, we can do the push down automation. So what is push down automation? Normally, if you're going for any sources you can take. It might be a cloud or it might be a database table. So this the target also, it might be a cloud or it might be a database table, but it should not be a flat file. So if you have the flat file, then we cannot do push down automation. So what is this, right? So this is what normally how Informatica will run. So Informatica will read the data from source. So here it will be reading all the data to our Informatica level. Then it will create the cache memories. So inside the cache memories, it will perform based on the transformation logic, right? We'll be using a lot of different transformations. So these are all called a transformation logic, right? So for an example, it will read the data from source, and based on this transformation logic, the transformation logic will be applied on the data within the Informatica level, okay, memory, local memory, and then it will be loaded into target table, or it's a cloud or anything. So, but this one, whatever we are doing the transformation logic, so this transformation logic are on the Informatica level. Okay, so it will be performed in the Informatica level, right? So even if you have very huge volume of data, so we have to read only the required data to our Informatica. Only required data to our Informatica. Then based on that, we have to go for next level. So that's what we will go for. So this way, right? Yes. So what we are going to do now, normally instead of doing the SQL statement, we are using Informatica Power Center, right? Since the performance issue, we will traverse from the source side. Okay, we will traverse from the source side and we will try to convert these transformation logic into SQL queries. For an example, here I'm writing some source transformation or filter or expression or joiner something. Okay, so some transformation I'm using it. So here, so based on these transformations logic, so this should be converted as SQL queries and we are pushing down to the source side. Okay, so we are pushing down to the source side here. So just we are again we are pushing down the source side as a insert statement, right? So we can take this as a insert statement. Sorry, select statement, source side, right? It's a select. So always source side, we have to run the select statement. So Informatica traverse from the source as much as possible. It will traverse. It converts the transformation logic into select statement and pushing down to the source database, and it will bring the required data to Informatica. So this is the way we can reduce the number of record and transformation logic overhead to the Informatica level. The same way, target from the target side, it will traverse the target side and how much it can able to convert. So that will be converted and pushing down to the target side. So it will be like insert statement. So insert or update statement based on the logic. So insert or update statement. So who will write this insert statement or update statement or select statement? So Informatica will take care. We are not going to write. So just we will enable it. So three different levels we have. So first one is at source. So that means it's a two source. So if you are making two source, then select statement will be applied. Two targets, then insert statement or update statement will be created. The third one is full. So full means both we can have. So both the side you can pushing down. So, so push down optimization is nothing but converting the transformation logic. Okay, converting the transformation logic into SQL queries and pushing down to the source or target or both. Okay, to perform the transformation logic at the database level itself. So integration service will take care of this particular SQL queries and down it will execute that and it will bring only data. So if you have some, for an example here, 10 transformations are there. So around 6 transformation has been pushed down and only 4 transformation logic will be performed and it will take the data to the target. Okay, so this is what we can go for the push down optimization. Okay, so we will apply some push down optimization here. So we couldn't able to do in Informatica Power Center, but we can do it on the IICS level. So you can take any source target, but make sure that it should be a table or it might be a cloud. So only, so you can take any Redshift, you can take any Snowflake. So those databases you can take. Okay, so here I'm going to take the same Oracle database. I'm going to take. Okay, so all the services is up and running now, right? Yeah, it will take some time, just 10 to 15 minutes, and then it will up and running. So we have to wait for that time period. Okay, so it's running. I'll go to data integration service. Okay, so data integration service, both are up and running. Then I'll go to new. I'll create a mapping. Okay, just I'm creating a mapping for explanation purpose. You assume that there are a lot of transformations are there in between. Okay, so I'm going to take source side at the table. So Oracle table to show you that, okay, how it is pushing down to the source side. Same way target also I will take the table and I will show you how it is pushing down to the target side. So I will take here employees table here. So if it is source is flat file, then we cannot do push down optimization. So what is the meaning of push down optimization? So converting the transformation logic into SQL query, okay, and pushing down to the source or target or both. That's what it will do. The integration service will take care. Okay, so I'll go here, m underscore, just I'm creating PDO. Source we have taken. I will take here expression. So one transformation I will take. The expression I can do some logic. Okay, a very few logic I'm doing it. So I'll go for O underscore salary here. Simply I'm doing the logic. How it will be performed, that I will show you. So simply I'm doing some logic here. Okay, I can make if salary is less than 10,000, then right, then I will make salary plus salary into, if it is less than 10,000, I'm going to make 0.2%. Okay, salary plus salary into 20% increment on their salary. Else greater than means I am going for 10% salary increment. Okay, just small logic I did it. So you assume that there are different logics are there in the expression. Okay, I will use some filter here. I should have applied this filter on the source. But you assume that there are so many logics are there. We are applying some filters. We are filtering out some null values or some values you are going to do. See, after applying it, it's a wrong logic only. So after applying, then you are filtering out, it's a wrong logic. But here I'm just making that to explain you. So I will go for advanced one. I'll take filter conditions. So I will take department ID equal to 50 or department ID equal to 80. So two departments alone I'm performing this calculations. Okay, just applying this. I'll go to the target. Assume that this is like a transformation logic. That's it. Okay, so I'll go for target and you can select here. So in order to run the PDO mapping, you have to create like mapping task. So I'll go here T underscore employees table. Go to field mapping. You can do smart map. I will remove this salary column, unmap, and this is O underscore salary. Save this. It should be a M underscore PDO, right? Yes. Then I'm going to run this. See, if you click on this right side, 3 dots we have, right? So we can do push on optimization at the mapping task level. But if you want to check whether it is working fine or not, then you can go for the 3 dots. You can use. So here we have the push on optimization panel, right? So you can click on this, it will be opened. You can, if you want to preview, okay, so what kind of SQL queries it is going to run, you can able to see here. If you go to the next level, so I want to apply some source level. Source level means it will write select statement, right? So how it is applying that SQL queries? You can able to see here SQL query, how it will perform. It will write. IICS will write a query for us. Okay, so it is not able to do it, but okay, no issues. What we will do, we'll go for mapping task. Then in the session level, we will check. So go and create a mapping task, mt_pdo. Okay, so runtime environments. Select the mapping here. Go to next. So here, if you go down a little bit, we can see the push-down optimization properties, right? Yes. So optimization type. See, first I'm not doing any push-down optimization. Okay, I will show you. So cancel the task. If push-down optimization mode is not possible, cancel the task. See, this one, if you are going to enable it, it will create. So I'm not doing any push-down optimization, so that I will show you how it will perform. Okay. So I'm going to run this particular session. The task, I'm going to run it. We'll see the logs. Okay, it has been completed now. So based on the logic, we are getting 78 records. Okay, so I'll go to the log here, download the log, and it is reading 106 records and writing 78 record. There is no push-down optimization, right? So what is the SQL queries is running in the source side? It will select all the data, right? Yes. So you can see here, this is the source queries has been applied. Okay, so here, this is what we have received. Okay, so we'll go for close and we will apply the PDO now. We'll go to edit, go to next. We'll apply source level. So this will be, based on this logic, it will apply source level only. Okay. It will not apply any target level since we do not have any target level logic here for this one. So if you have any update strategy mapping, just you can try that. So it has been completed now with same records. But if you go and check inside, we are seeing only 78 records, right? Only thing is we have enabled push-down optimization, right? So if you enable the push-down optimization, as I told, so previously it was running this way. Select all the columns from the table name. But since we have applied filter and expression logic, in the source itself, it will apply. You can download the session log and then you can check it here. Download. You can see here. So this is what it will be applied, right? Source level, it will apply. Previously, this is what the select statement. So now this is what the select statement. You can see here. See how it is performing. See this one, it is making like salary column. This one. Department ID, comma, salary. As number of 10, 0 from employees where. So we haven't applied. So this casting, it is doing typecasting. It's a number of 10, 0, right? So we haven't done any changes. Source qualifier query, we have changed anything? No. So based on the logic which we have applied on the database, sorry, Informatica. So Informatica has converted the transformation logic into SQL queries, right? So it will convert. So if it is, so you have to do like a trial and error method only. So we cannot apply this logic for all the transformations and all the connectors. So the trial and error method we have to do. Okay. And the PDOs are available. Yeah, this what, see, since it is a cloud, the amount, if you are going to use PDO, then they will charge you. If you are not going to use, then they won't charge, right? It's like pay, use and pay for that, right? The same way. But if it is an on-premises server, we have to buy the license, then we have to use it. See, it has been applied, right? This is source level. But if you are going to apply on that target level for this, it will not be applied. Sorry, because we do not have any target level PDO for this particular logic. You can go for the full level. So if you have any update strategy or anything, so you can do it. But here I can use full, or I can go for parameterized one. So you can say in the runtime, I can select, okay, whatever the types we want to go for, then we can go for. Same 78 will be applied here. So if you have anything like update strategy or anything in the target level, yes, target level also will be applied. But it is not guaranteed that all the transformation will be converted as SQL query. So Informatica will take care. Okay. Like a trial and error method, we have to apply. So you can see here the same 78 record. This is what we have taken. Okay. So how can I check the busy percentage? As I told here, in the load summary, you'll be having a busy percentage, all this. But here it will show you the total runtime was insufficient for any meaningful statistics. See this here, it's running for just 10 seconds or 5 seconds, right? So that's why this log, this Informatica couldn't be able to get the meaningful statistics. Okay, busy percentage, all this you are not able to see here. If you have data more like 100K or more than that, if you have more than the more volume of data, then here the load summary it will be captured. Okay, so how many record read from the source, how many record are returned into the target, how much time it has taken, busy percentage, all this will be captured. So you have to check the logs actually. You have to check the logs. So based on the logs, you have to decide. So where is the bottleneck? So based on that, you have to apply the transformation. You can go for PDO or you can go for partitioning. So it depends. Okay. But there is no update in IICS. There is no update in IICS. Are you sure? If there is no update, how will you update the target table? We have seen already how to update. Okay, so please check. How will you update the target record? We have already seen, right? Update strategy we do not have. That is what we have, target transformation, right? So please check our sessions. Okay, if you open the target transformation, we can find all the properties which is available in update strategy. So if you want to see busy percentage, we have to change the tracing level. No, don't need to change the tracing level. Tracing level is for capturing the data, right? So here we do not have much data. That's why we are not getting the busy percentage, all this. But if you go to real-time project, yes, in the load summary, if you are working on any real-time project, Informatica Power Center or IICS, just to open one session log and then check at the end, you'll be having load summary. In the load summary, you'll be having this way, busy percentage and idle time. You will be having three different like a paragraph, one for source, one for transformation, one for target. So it will be making that busy percentage and idle time. So if you are seeing more than 100%, that means it's a busy percentage. Okay. So verbose and all this are capturing the data. So not the performance wise. See, if it is, if you are seeing any performance issue, definitely it will be captured on the logs. Okay. So here itself, if it is taking like a 10 minutes to execute, 10 minutes to complete, then definitely you'll be seeing some statistics here. Okay. But here we couldn't able to check. But in real time, yes, you have to go for some trial and error method. What is trial and error method? Say for an example, you are facing some performance issue, or your manager is asking you to, or your lead is asking you to do the performance tuning for this. Okay. So normally in our cloud, it will take more time, but it will not fail. It will complete. So if you're going to allocate more resources for this, it will complete by soon. It will complete. Okay. So we have to say it's based on number of the resources we are going to allocate. It should complete. We have to inform our admin team. But still, if you are facing issues, then you have to go for PDO, or we have to go for partitioning. So this is the way we will do. But here the partitioning is very less scope. Okay. So we have only 2 partitions. Even if it is a relational database, we have only one partition, that is key range partition. That's it. We do not have any other partitions for relational source. And also, if it is source is flat file, we have fixed partitions. Only 2 partitions are available. Maximum you can go for 64 parallel partitioning. But key range, it's very difficult to use, right? We may not know, say for an example, you are getting today some records, tomorrow you might be getting different records. We may not know what is that ranges of data. So normally partitioning is a very limitations as of now. And we'll go for maybe in future, they might be adding more partitioning, like a pass-through partitions, all this. But as of now, we do not have any much scope for this partitioning. I will create one mapping. I will show you how the partitioning will be performed. So hierarchical source, that's what I told. Hierarchical source also, we cannot do any push-down automation. It's a flat file, right? So we can go for source here. I'm going to take source as a table. So by default, pass-through partition in Informatica, not in IICS. In IICS, we do not have any pass-through partitions. We have, and that too, partitions is available only at the source level, not in any of the transformation level. Okay. So what is the partition type? We have only one partition type as of now. Even in real time also only one. We don't have any other partitions as of now. Maybe in future they might be adding it. So I will take the employee ID. So I'm going to create 3 different partitions, 1, 2, 3, and start range. I will take 100 to 140. See, the one limitation here, yes, we should know the range. In future, if this range is changing, then this will not perform correctly, right? 182, some 300 or 500, whatever it maybe you can put. So this is what it will perform. Okay, so I'm going to select this way. So 3 parallel processing will be created, and it should be a target. And target also we can go for the target table. And this is a target table I'm just selecting. So if you are selecting partitioning on the source level, then 3 parallel processing, say for an example here, it will be applied. So if you take this way, 3 parallel processing will be, it will automatically take. Okay. Say for this particular scenario, so one partitions here, one partitions here, throw it this up to target, 2 partitions. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. So 3 parallel processing is running. This partition will take data from 100 to 140. This partition will take 141. Okay, actually it will take 141 only. So next record. So 141 to 180, 181 to 200 or 300, whatever it may be. So it will take the data, 3 different partitioning, parallel processing. Okay. So you can see here, I will run it. I will show you. So that's what only key range partition is available. There is no much scope as of now. Okay. We do not have any pass through partition concept here. Just it will take okay, I haven't executed. If the employee ID is not falling under this particular range, it will not be captured. So that's what the limitation. Okay. If you go inside, you can see here 3 partitions has been created on the source. First partition is reading 40 record. Second partition is reading 139 record. Third partition is reading 27 record. The same way target 3 partition is running 40, 39, 27. So this way we can improve the performance. But here only thing is if it is like a pass through partition, that's fine. But since it is a key range, if you cannot able to predict the key ranges, then it's very, very difficult. Okay. It's very, very difficult, right? Today you are getting 100K records. Tomorrow you are getting more than that. Then it's very difficult, right? But that's what we do not find much performance issue here. So that's why they haven't configured all this. Yeah, maybe in future they'll be implementing all the performance. Okay, so you will not find that much performance issue. This is the only partitions available on the Informatica level. Okay, if the source is database table, if source is a flat file, for an example, I'm going to take source is a flat file. I will take this connection. So this partitioning also, it will not perform here. It will not run actually. So why? Because we do not have much data to capture it. One partition only it will capture. Other partition will get 0 records only. I will show you, but how to create it. So we'll see what is the data format. It's DDMM Wi-Fi, right? So in that connections, we should have DDMM Wi-Fi, otherwise it will fail. See here, it's wrong actually. We change, right? That's why. DDMM Wi-Fi in this format. So if you go to the partitions here, you'll be seeing the fixed partition, right? So number of partition is 3. I'm going to select. So if you have more number of records, yes, it will be partitioned. You have to have some millions of record. Okay, or at least 100K records, then it will be partitioned. But here, so enter the number of partition to process the data in parallel. We're going for 3 different parallel processing. If I'm going to run it, Maybe in future they might be bringing. Okay, so I think I haven't mapped it, right? Oh, sorry, the data type I haven't changed. So all are like string only. We have to change the metadata number in. This should be a date and time, salary, number of 10, number of 10, and here commission percentage, number of 4 comma 2. But here it will not be performed even if I'm going to run. If you have normalizer, then we cannot do PDO concepts. Okay, some limitations are there. So 10 records, it has been processed by, if you see this, it has been processed in only one pipeline. So other pipeline you are getting null. So it's at that 0. So why? Because there is no enough data to process on the second pipeline. Okay, so the data is very less. So that's why all the data is flowing to one partitions. But if you have more number of records, it will go to the next partitions also. Okay, so we can go for 64 maximum. Okay, the number of partitions we can go for 64. So that's what allowed. But we will not use 64 partitions. So maximum in even in Informatica Power Center also we'll go for some 8 or 10. Okay, so within 10 only we will use, but we will not use all the 64 partitions. Okay, if you know the definite range of data, then apply this range partitioning. So whatever the range partition we have, so just you can apply. But if you do not know, then we cannot apply the range partitions. Okay, so these two methods are available as of now. Maybe in future they might be bringing a different partitioning. Okay, so I hope you are practicing the other concept like a task flow and everything. And yesterday you have, yeah, this is what the partitioning and push down automation. Yesterday we have seen task flows and everything. I think you have some questions. Yeah, if you have any questions, you can ask me. Okay, so we'll stop here. Tomorrow I will take a lookup catch. Okay, so why? Because if I'm going to take, I cannot complete it. So tomorrow I will take lookup catch, and we have the part parameters and variables, right? So those two are pending. I will take tomorrow. I will take lookup catching. We do have 3 different lookup cache, right? So that lookup cache I will take tomorrow. Partitions will apply only on source and target. No, actually, if you apply partitioning on the source level, it will be applied on source transformation level, that is Informatica level, and target target level also. Okay, so like throughout source to target, it will create the partitioning. So that's what I told. If you have normalizer, we cannot do the PDO as well as partitioning. Some limitations are there. Okay, need to understand the task flows clearly. Yes, you have to practice. So you have to practice task flows and everything. So yesterday I have given whatever the command which I have used. So that command I have given to you. So, but the command here we are using Windows command, but in real time project, it will be a Unix command. Okay. So don't spend much time on Windows command. Spend time on Unix command. Okay. To explore yourself. Any questions on any topics? So I have received resumes from some of you. So whoever has sent already, I have reviewed and I have shared the review comments. Okay, so if you need any help on the resume preparations, yeah, you prepare your resumes and send it to me. I will share the review comments. Okay. Yeah, mapping task properties. Yes, I will cover. No issues. So we have access to metadata tables. If you want to access it, metadata tables, you have to create the API call. Okay, so REST API call you have to create, and through that only you can able to access it. So otherwise we cannot access it. If you go to the services, right? If you go to the services, operational insight. So it will show you the basic level of metadata informations. And one more service is there, Discovery IQ. So that Discovery IQ also it will give you metadata informations, but that's a paid one. So if you go to this operational insight, so you can see the metadata information here. Okay, so all infrastructure alerts. So all this, see what is this infrastructure and everything. And this information, it's like a monitor. It will, we cannot read it, but we can monitor it. Okay, just simply we can monitor. So application I haven't created, data integration. So this is what I have created, right? So it will show you all the metadata, but we can monitor it, these metadata. So last 7 days, project levels, the folder level, like it's like a monitoring. If you are like L1 support team or the L1.5 or production support team. So here it will clearly show you how many jobs are completed, how many of them running last 24 hours, all this it will show you. Based on that, you can check here and you can get the logs and then you can find, okay, the connections, connection events, scheduled jobs, and everything you can able to see here, right? It's like a operational insight. So if you want to check some metadata information, that's what you can see. But if you want to read it like a table, okay, so how many mappings we have created and all this, it's everything captured by Informatica corporations. We have to create REST API connections, and through that you have to connect it. Okay, so we table level connect dependencies we cannot check it here, but mapping level dependencies we can check. Go to explore. Okay, say for an example, for this particular mapping, okay, file list. So what are the different dependent object we have created? So go to explore. You can go to the right side. You'll be seeing the three dots, right? So click on the dots. You can see here the properties, view, edit, run, all this, right? So show dependencies. So this is the way you can take the dependent object. That's it. Okay, the connections and all this. So what is RCA, root cause analysis? What issue you have received? Based on that, you have to do the root cause analysis, right? So you have to check the logs. And what is the root cause analysis normally? So if any production issues happen, we have to go for root cause analysis. They will have some template. So we have to fill the template, right? So why it has happened? So what is the reason? And so how can we overcome in the future, right? It's a process oriented. So we have to tell them that. So this is what it is happening, right? All this we'll see root cause analysis, some template. It's a different project will have different template. We have to fill it. So if you are working on the production support team or enhancement team, you'll be having root cause analysis, problem ticket, ITIL process definitely will use. Okay, stability team. So all this we have to capture and we'll be going for something like a postmortem. All this they will have. Okay, so they will close it. Even if it is P1 issues, it will go up to director level, VP level. Okay, all this uh, RCA and this problem ticket and everything you have to create and you have to close it. If it is P1, P0 issues. If you are working on the production support, yes, we have to take care of all this. If you're working on the development, yeah, these things no need to worry. Okay, it depends how the project model is operating. In our previous project, everything handled by one single team. Okay, agile team. So whoever is creating this particular mapping sessions and everything. So within our team, we will have like one person will go for on-call support. So L1 support team will be there. They will do level 1 support. If they are not able to do, they will reach out to the L3 support team, L3 team or development team. Then they will fix it. Okay. So that's what normally it will happen. So what is raw data? Raw data means you are getting the data source data, right? If you are not doing any changes, that is called raw data. Okay. If you are getting data like A, as A at the end, up to end, you are getting A. You are not going to do any changes on the data. Then it's called raw data. Okay, in the data lake process, we will pull the raw data into the data lake, right? After pulling the raw data, we will go for data transformation logic. Okay, that's a ELT process, extraction, loading, and then transformation. So raw data will be extracted from the source, load it into the target table, then we will process it. Okay, so web services here, I have tested. Okay, it's not able to, it's not working here. So I will try my level best and then I will explain to you. Okay. Connecting the API calls, it is not able to connecting. I'm getting a lot of errors. Even I didn't work on API. Okay, so I will try to explain. If not, I will give you the overall theoretical explanation. Okay, so any other questions? Okay, so kindly practice all the sessions and I will take the lookup catch tomorrow. So we'll have MD5 functions. All this we'll see tomorrow. Okay. Yeah. Thank you all. We'll meet tomorrow, same time, with same meeting link. Thank you all.